Alright, we should be good to go. Let's just switch over to the other screen. A brand new fancy fade effect. Oh, hang on, I think I'm a bit loud, so let me just turn down the mic a little bit. So I'm in about the yellow on my Streamlabs. Something like that. Maybe a bit lower. I can never accurately tell about listening to my own self. Which I don't want to do, because I'm the worst. So... Okay, oh, I forgot one more thing. It isn't about advertising at this time. I needed to do this as an extra precaution with the step going forward. See, so I just need to add one more thing to this stream, just to be able to specify and get the information across for the good old FTC. We're now on my hide. Most likely. Probably not, but I don't know. Just to be safe, I'm just going to do something quickly. And then we'll eventually start chatting about everything to come. To 2020. Gives people enough time to flow in as well. Because it's only been 7 minutes since I announced we start. So, yeah. I'd say it's fine. And let me actually check my microphone's working. Yeah, so it's fine. Yeah, okay, it does work. Yeah, that's an annoying Brit right there. Everything's working. Cool. Just need to add one more detail to this, and we should be good. Image. Add a new source. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll just do it like that. Okay. Ignore my many pictures of Scubus Dubus. We need this sucker. There you go. There we go. Oh, wait, why am I on Scubus? It's not what I want to be on. Oh, I remember why. It's because of the Jackbox stream. That's why. I could probably remove these Scubuses now. Sorry, Scubus, you've served your time. But your time has now come. Clear this up a little bit. It's so messy since last time I've done the stream. Jeez. Alright, let's just lay that there. And allow me to specify that this stream is being recorded as not made for kids, according to YouTube's stupid marking system. Because I can only choose not made or made, not mixed. So it may contain strong language, such as me saying the word ass, or bloody, or crap, or piss. There you go. That's your warning. So yeah, there is the warning overall, in case it isn't specified clearly enough. There is a big tag there to say, oh, otherwise. Okay. Anyway, welcome everybody to the small little stream we're doing today regarding the future of this channel and how it goes into 2020, basically. So, hang on a minute. I'm sorry, I just got distracted by a tweet. Oh boy. Okay. Now, I don't really know how many people are going to join this, especially considering that I'm doing it at like a much earlier time than I usually would, which to me is still light. Like, usually it'll be an even later time than usual, because I'm just crazy like that. And probably recognise that the majority of my audience are not from the UK. So, doing this a bit earlier might not appear to some people, but it's always going to be there as a little reference, because if anything, this is supposed to be like a mixture. I want it to be a live stream for anyone who's here at the time, but also obviously, it's also there for, I can't lose my words, it's just there for future reference too. Maybe I'll even take this video and then cut it down and release it later, I don't really know. But yeah, today we're talking about the future of the channel and how it will go into 2020, as well as some of the more critical stuff, such as the fact that most of my videos are gone now. In fact, all of them are gone besides the most recent ones, and I might need to clear that up, despite the fact I think I've specified my reasons why in previous works, even though that previous video I also deleted, specifying why I've done that. So probably won't hurt doing it again. I just realized my chat's not working. I think it might be because I haven't paired it properly with the Streamlabs. And this would happen, because going between Twitch and YouTube is a big one, because they just keep changing. There's something that goes wrong as part of it. So I think, the point is, I can see the chat on screen on my phone. So I'm just probably going to ignore that for this one. And maybe if I stream a little bit later on YouTube, I'll go and fix it, because then I'll feel like a reason. feel like I have a good reason to do so. But yes, we're going to talk about 2020 and what it brings and all that good stuff. So, firstly, the big one that a lot of people may have noticed. All my videos are gone. Every single one besides the most recent ones, which conveniently enough, well, when I started using this little PG-13 tag on them and kept specifying that, oh, they're not made for kids and as such may contain yada yada yada. This is obviously because of COPPA. Now, most of my friends who have, you know, who had the same issue regarding if their content or not was suitable for kids, they all seem pretty okay with it. I reckon I just kind of lost my anxieties a bit and was like, you know, I don't really want to risk it in the worst case scenario. We lost some really good works, which kind of sucks. But some I do actually have videos of still, which is great. So I actually do have references in case I decide to go back and maybe make them applicable for not made for kids material. Make sure the FTC don't get confused on that. Also, hey T, just join the chat. It's not popping up on screen, probably because something to do with Streamlabs, but I honestly don't know if I'm going to bother fixing it today. At least for this stream. Because I just literally want to talk for this one. Not really worried about everything. So, yeah. FTC was obviously a thing. COPPA law came into act on the 1st January 2020. Happy New Year, by the way. I didn't know it just Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. But yeah, with the new year brought the COPPA ruling. Can't speak. It brought the COPPA ruling for the new, basically the new interaction of COPPA for YouTube, because obviously YouTube messed up big time and decided to break the law. So as a result, we've all now suffered the price, as opposed to just the company themselves, even though they did get like a massive, like $70 million fine, which I'm pretty sure to them isn't, actually no, I guess it was quite a big deal for them, so I'm glad to know they learned from it, hopefully. But obviously as a result, there's this whole system now where you got to mark your stuff as either not made for kids or made for kids, and if it's marked incorrectly, the FTC have a big pop at you and potentially fine you for $42,000, which isn't fun. So regarding my safety, because again I'm just a small guy on the internet who's doing this all for fun and jazz, I decided to delete all of them because I just didn't want to have to deal with the potential risk. And also the fact that the communication of the whole thing is still really, really unspecific. Like after the whole COPPA incident happened, it kind of died down a bit. And I don't think they really released anything else about the matter. So some of the things I was still concerned about regarding like, is there like a return feature? Like for example, if they say, oh, we don't think this is suitable for kids, you can go against that claim and prove reasons why. If that exists, if there's warnings or anything like that, I personally have no clue. And even to this day, I still have no clue whatsoever. Because the big thing with this, it's regarding communication, and YouTube suck at that. They really do suck at that, I'm afraid. When so many issues occur, especially with the whole adpocalypse thing that occurred, was about a year or two ago now, maybe even a bit later than that, actually, when the whole family-friendly stuff came into play, and they decided to demonetize people who weren't advertiser-friendly, and that just completely messed with everybody's ad revenue and stuff. Like, that was a prime example of lack of communication with YouTube and stuff. Even you big YouTubers with mixed audiences don't seem overly worried. I also don't think they'd realistically... Yeah, not really. Because there is still drawbacks to it regarding the FTC. They are a small company from what I've heard. So them going after people who, like, they have a potential risk of not actually being able to find them properly. There is a big risk for them too. So, I don't think I'm at as big risk as other people. But I think it's just my bloody head in the end messing with me. Just like, oh, it might happen. You don't know. Best be safe. So... Oh god, I didn't realise that. But I guess that kind of makes sense to a degree. But yeah, it's just... COPPA was a thing. I wanted to completely get out of the way and not have to worry about it anymore, especially with how questionable my old content was regarding if it was aimed towards kids or not aimed for kids. Because the thing about me, I need to go ahead and get this off my chest and specify me as a YouTuber and what my intentions have always been regarding the content I've dished out. I've never targeted kids directly. My content has always been mixed, which is, again, what we all want as an option because it makes the most bloody amount of sense. Because, like, so many people watch our content, right? Like, take for example, some of my friends, like Bud, for example, or anyone who plays a game like FNAF in general. FNAF is, in itself, a game aimed at teens. That's the intended age range, because, you know, it's a game that contains mild blood, it contains, you know, cartoonish violence. Don't know if it contains much vulgar language, I don't think it follows on that area. But if you look at stuff like the PG-13 ratings and such, it looks at some of the aspects that class it as a game that's 13 and up, which is parental guidance levels of control, which is what PG stands for, in case you didn't know. So, like, that game is clearly marked like that, but obviously the whole concept, the horror genre in itself to a degree, it targets kids quite often. And FNAF in general is one of those big ones, because it's this massively, you know, it's this massively big freaking series that, with all the people playing it as well, with all the people who had kid audiences playing it, it obviously kind of spread, and after a while it kind of became associated that kids were the main audience for them. So, even though it's a teen audience technically, it's the issue that, you know, whether or not they decide to go, oh, is this for kids or not for kids, because, like, it's so confusing to this degree. And yeah, obviously it's for teens and such, so they should have recognized that. But it's obviously the fact that it brings in two audiences for these people. Like, Bud, I'm pretty sure, would prefer if he had an older audience than the young audience he has. And God, I was a part of his stream. I was watching his stream yesterday on it, and the amount of people you look in that stream, and you just feel that they shouldn't be on YouTube to begin with their account. It's kind of scary, and also a bit uncomfortable, I can imagine. Because the problem with young people on YouTube is a lot of them don't really understand the platform, and that there are actually people behind the computers working on these videos. So when they want something, they want it and don't consider, you know, some of the more personal stuff, like, can this person do it? Do they want to do it? And all these features. And I'm sorry if anyone's in the audience who feels offended by this. I'm not picking names, by the way. I just know there are people out there, okay? But, like, sometimes just performing to a kid audience is just, you have many reasons not to. And that's why me and Bud, for example, and many other people, they don't specifically target audiences that are for kids, because a lot of the kids just, it's not it's not the best doing it. And personally, the way I see it is with the whole FTC, I'm sorry, you can tell I didn't script this. Because obviously with the FTC, they made it so if you mark a video as made for kids, they actually restrict some of your features, like commenting, the card system, the what else is there? The end screens for another option. There's a lot of things they restrict, and I think the main idea of it is it helps restrict communication for these supposed underage people, because I reckon it's for the safety of them that they do it. So you can't get things to, so you as the content creator can't communicate to these people, or they can't communicate to you as a way to exploit them, and in that case go against what they're after, because obviously it's the child protection law. They're trying to protect the children. So I always see the restriction aspect of it and how they're taking away features. It's because they're doing it to protect the children as much as possible. Make it so the content creator can't communicate, and make it so the people who are also in that video list, so they can't communicate. And obviously some of these may be older people of a much more predatorish nature and stuff like that. That's how I see it. And to that degree, I get it. I do get it. Despite the fact YouTube Kids exists, and if this is really going to be the problem, they should just push that still. I really, really personally agree they should just push YouTube Kids more if this is what's going to happen. But, yeah, in the end, the thing has come out. things have changed, and I've changed as well. Content's gone. Really, really sucked it's gone, because there were so many classic videos there. And obviously, the big backbone of what has made my channel successful the last year, that's all gone too. When I say that, I mean FNAF. Because that's, let's be real, FNAF was probably the biggest reason how I've blown up a lot in this last year regarding, you know, people watching and stuff. Which I'm super thankful for. As always, I'm super thankful for all the support people have given me. But I just, for the sake of safety, I just had to go, I'm afraid. And to a degree, I'm somewhat happy with it. Not completely. Because again, it's a year of work gone. And even like beyond that, even like my oldest stuff is gone too. You know, that was probably for the best considering how bad that was back in the day. But yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one. Because now I'm in a spot where I only have, I think I have like 4 videos up right now. This will probably be a video too, so that's going to be 5. And yeah, we're kind of starting from square one again. We now have like 212 views on the channel. With 409 subscribers, people have still been subscribing somehow. I don't know what they're looking at to subscribe. Probably Boofy's Bunker. But still, people are watching this stuff, and I appreciate you frigging so much, alright? Everyone who's still supporting it, despite the fact there is a limited amount of stuff. I appreciate you all. It's just... I don't know what it is that's bringing you in, and where enough you're finding me in these times, but I really, really do appreciate it, nonetheless. So, with all that said, I think I can basically just stop hammering on now about the whole, you know, everything that's happened, because it's been clear this way. COPPA did stuff to my channel, made me feel like I don't know what to do, deleted all my videos just to be safe, yada yada yada. So now, we can talk about the future. What's going to happen with the channel from this point on. Now, this is coming off a few days where I've been a little bit off in general. This is my personal life I'm on about here. So, going into 2020, I already know for a fact my apprenticeship comes up and it finishes very soon, which is something I'm doing in real life. That finishes very soon. And with that, after that's finished, I have no clue what's going on. Because currently, I'm still doing a bunch of part-time work. Currently, I'm kind of a little bit iffy with it. I'm not the most I don't really enjoy it that much right now. We have just like Christmas, to be fair. And that was an incredibly hectic time. And frankly, I don't want to go back there anytime soon. I'd much prefer to stay in nice, calm January and go back and enjoy Christmas again, in all honesty. So, yeah, it's been hectic recently. And this has also affected my apprenticeship in it, which is part of my job, by the way. I just want to specify that for anyone who's wondering. I'm doing this apprenticeship alongside my job in the same business. So, Christmas has been a bit of a hectic one for me because I haven't had the time to do it because we've been busy with getting all the Christmas stuff out because we work in retail. So, during that time, it's really hard to do any of that stuff because it requires me to go in the back for 2 hours straight each week and do research and revision for some upcoming stuff, which I just couldn't really have this year, which is respectful because I need all hands on deck for the busy Christmas season. But it's had an effect, and I feel like I don't know where I am right now, and I'm concerned with what will happen when my next meeting comes up, which is like next week, I believe. Because it's just, I don't really know where I am right now. It's all been very confusing, and it's all been very, like, unnerving as well. Because I'm in the end game, that's for sure. I've got my meeting next week, and supposedly after that, I'm doing my mock for my main exam, and then I'm doing my actual exam, which is half practical and half more exam-based. More vocal, I guess. So, yeah, I think I'm just in a bit of a moment right now. I'm just trying to recover from that, calm down a bit, and hopefully get back on track with things. Which I can imagine everyone else has been trying to do as well. I can't really have a go here. It's just been hectic for us all, and I'm hoping to get it all back on track with that. So, hopefully with all that, that will be the work side of things sorted. Again, what happens after the apprenticeship, I have no idea. I'm intending to maybe switch my roles in the business because I'm not really enjoying where I am right now. Because, frankly, it's a bit boring. And considering the fact that I've learned how to work in many different areas of that store, and also from previous knowledge know how to work in various other aspects of the store, I don't really enjoy being on a checkout and just kind of sitting there for most of the day. It's a bit boring to me. I'm one of the people that you kind of had to move around a lot, because if you don't, then like very, very very quickly get bored and angry because it just starts racking up. So hopefully I can change my work situation a bit soon, get it all sorted. Also want to try and maybe get some longer shifts that take up less days, because currently I'm working 5 days a week, but they're all really relatively short shifts. So while it shouldn't inherently have that big of an effect on me, but it does, because I'm one of those guys that's like, I could do all this, but I have work later, and that kind of sucks. I don't work being later means I can't do this, and that kind of puts a wrench in the works for me. And I think it's just a brain thing for me as well. I know people can get over it. I'm not one of those people that can get over it that easily, unfortunately. Which, yeah, that's probably more of a me thing. But what are you gonna do? But yeah, hopefully we'll sort that out very soon. So what happens for the channel? Nothing much really different, hopefully. Again, I'm going to be specifying a lot more my target audience and stuff. So the warning you've been seeing at the beginning of each video saying this was made as not made for kids and as such may contain following, give you a list and all that jazz. You probably know what I'm on about this, right? We're going to be doing that just as a precaution for all the stuff that comes out after this. And for the content itself, it should, for the most part, stay the same. Like, for that, I'm still going to probably be putting as a stream-only sort of thing, just so I don't have to dwell on the series I'm playing on for that long. Because obviously the thing about FNAF is that you usually categorize it so much based on the nights, and when you have so many times where you don't upload for a few weeks, like I do, for example, big surprise, you get into a lot of situations where it just kind of lingers for a while, and then you just never get around to it. And so the FNAF series, it lingers for so long, you just want to get it over and done with, because everybody wants it. You know what I mean? Because as much as I still love FNAF, it's also been about finding a game I've been interested in playing recently, which currently I haven't found one, but I do know there have been some recently, so I might have to go back and double check those again. Okay, but when you're going to finish Little Inferno? Soon. Definitely. I mean, we've only got the ending bit to do, but no, it's still something to do nonetheless. But I will be finishing that, don't you worry. Even if it's just like a small 20-minute stream or something, we will finish that game on stream, I promise you. I started and I will goddamn finish it. Now what else do I want to do? Okay. Oh. But yeah, regarding content, it should hopefully still stay. Can't speak. Hopefully, should stay the same. With the only thing I want to change being how I edit my videos. Now, this comes from me not doing face cams regarding how much I edit my videos, because originally I like to edit my videos excessively because, well, I don't have a face cam. And the reason why you want to have face cam these days is because it helps express your personality a lot more. Being a deep voiced British person can sometimes be very difficult when you're trying to express personality. At least in my eyes, personally. And, you know, even seeing such wonderful people like Total Biscuit and such, they sound like they're not enjoying it that much of the time. But you know they are. When you're a true British person, you understand that the deep accent, it hides the emotion sometimes. Because, you know, currently I'm pretty laid back. I'm pretty happy. Just being casual. Good old James, you know, chilling out. But regarding how my voice sounds, I have no idea. I might sound grumpy. Might sound miserable. Might sound happy to you. I don't really know. I don't know. I think British people have always had this accent that's so hard to tell, like, what emotion they're feeling. But anyway, I'm getting off task. So, regarding editing, I'm still going to do it because I want to, and it helps to express the fact that there's care going into these videos and can still make comedic moments, which is what I want. I want people to enjoy the stuff they're watching, because that's the point. But I'm going to try and do less of it where possible, because obviously the big thing with YouTube videos always is the editing, and I despise the editing sometimes. Especially when you have like an hour or so long video, you're going to cut down to like 10 minutes. Having a fight with Camtasia is always a thing that results in it, because Camtasia just chugs and chugs and chugs so slowly to get the whole thing done, and sometimes it just crashes repeatedly. So I've got to keep starting it over and over again. And thankfully, when I did my Carlos Famous video recently, which in case you guys didn't check, definitely do go watch it. It's on youtube.com/SalotusChaos right now. Do go watch it. I don't know if that's a link actually. It might be Chaos Space Gaming for all I know. But yeah, that video actually went pretty well regarding the editing phase. It crashed like once or twice, I think, but overall it flowed very nicely and didn't stutter at all. Hire an editor / me. Now, that's the other thing. I kind of prefer doing things myself, just for the sake of control, so I know what's happening, really. Especially as a nice offer. Yeah. But yeah, in the end of it, I'm still going to try and edit videos. I'm still going to try and make them entertaining. But I'm thinking about doing a sort of more free-flowing approach. So I don't try to cut the videos that often, only when necessary. But obviously edit things as they happen to not ruin the whole flow of things, basically. So if something happens and I need to make it comedic, like I look at something and I'm like, wait, what the hell is this? I'll do like a zoom effect or something, or play some sound effect. But I don't want to try and cut the video out to kind of keep things consistent. I want to try and have the video flow through as it was supposed to be in its original state, but edit it in places, if that makes sense. Like, look at my original Carlos Famous video I just did. That's an example of what I'm trying to do. Because for the most part, that video just flowed right on through. There were times where I cut it, very briefly, and when I did, I usually had it's like a sort of scroll effect or a fade effect to signify the change. But that didn't happen much. It was one consistent video that just went on through, with me doing little edits here and there as it went on. And yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. So in the cases I don't find much to edit on, I just don't find much to edit on. And if I want to try and avoid silences, I'll just try and talk more, like now. Because I don't think I've really had much of a silence in this stream. I think it's been very continuous talking, which I'm sure everybody loves. Because I love the sound of my voice. But yeah, that's my whole idea. I'm going to try and take that approach, if possible, to... Oh, hang on. Sorry, I got a message from Padre. Oh, no, it's just him looking at my picture. Oh, God. Hope he's enjoyed that. But, yeah. From this point forward, I'm going to be specifying about the age rating of the videos, and that it's intended as not made for kids, and as such, dude, you know what I'm on about. That frigging thing on the screen. That bloody thing there. I'm going to be talking about that a lot, and specifying it in the beginning of my videos to say, hey, if you're under the age, don't watch it. FTC, please don't hate me. Please. Oh, no, it's a different picture. It's one I made. I'll send it to you in a bit. There's no real reason why it happened, but it did. And it obviously happened to happen with those numbskulls, because memes. But yeah, from this point forward, I'm going to be specifying the age rating on my videos for the sake of staying on the FTC side, so I don't fall into trouble. Editing will still occur, but I'm intending to do it much less. So, just so I don't interfere as much, I can just kind of feel a bit more happy to edit videos. I'm like, well, if I see something I want to do, I'll do it. Not feel obligated to edit everything because I need to showcase that there's personality behind this. And use the power of editing to make it seem like, oh, this guy's very engaged in the game he's playing. He clearly likes it. I'm going to subscribe. Yeah, no, I'm just going to try and lay back a little bit. 2020 is going to be hopefully a more chill year for me. I'm going to take things a little less seriously where possible and make my videos a little bit more natural. The one inspiration I've always had for YouTube, especially when I started YouTube, were the Yogscast. They were my big inspiration for YouTube videos, and to a degree still are. I don't watch them as frequently, but I do still jump in to watch them from time to time. But back in the day when it was mainly just, again, a consistent video with barely any editing, with people talking, and that was about it. That was the style I really enjoyed, because it felt like, to a degree, just recording a video, stick it online. But it wasn't. There was still editing to it. There was bits and bobs here and there they edited to showcase that it was actually worked in a video editing software, and love was put to it. Despite the fact they had no face cams or anything like that. They just edited the video from time to time, barely cut it, and it worked. That's what I want to do. I want to try and get that style working, because it doesn't feel like it would take as much work as it does right now, which I feel like I need, because I just fret every time I have to edit a video these days. But at the same time, it still showcases that there's love going into it, and it still showcases that there's work going into it, which is something you need to do, I reckon, to show you care. So, yeah, I don't know what else to talk about, really. I think we may have covered a lot of the aspects I wanted to cover. COPPA, it sucks, it's changed things, it's had an effect, but we're still fighting on. Me, I'm still struggling to find an occupation I'm enjoying in personal life. So I'm still at a part-time job right now. I have the skill set, hopefully, just can't find the vacancy. So, yeah. I think regarding what 2020 has got in plans, we kind of covered it a little bit. So, I guess what I want to do to finish off, I want to talk about how great the last year's been as well, because I haven't really talked about this publicly in a video so far, besides the little paragraph I did back in the voice acting video I just did. 2019 may have been one of the best years I've ever had. Like, in the last few years, because obviously back in, like, my friggin' 4 or 5 years of age, I had no idea what how happened at this rate. But, like, in the most recent years, I think 2019's been one of the best years we've had. Not just for the channel-wise, but also just me as a person and things that have happened. I feel like this year I came out of my shell a lot more. I showcased to people more my hobbies, what I like to do, especially my parents and stuff, and around all my family to a degree in general. I got my whole voice acting gig on the roll. My whole voice acting career kind of started to a degree, thanks to Jumpstarted by Dave and Padre. Thank you ever so much. In case you guys are watching this at some later time. But yeah, I started voice acting around 2019. Technically, my first gig was December 2018 in Strange Sheriff in the Deep. I'm pretty sure that's when it was released. I'm pretty sure it was. But yeah, something I've always been interested in doing. Just the fact I finally got an opportunity to do it, and that's kickstarted into other projects. Be helping out with people like Fernig and Mickey, Nick the Toast Guy, and of course more work for Dave and Padre, who are now good friends of mine, which is also a big thing as well. It's just, I've met so many incredible people in 2019, and I'm so thankful for every single person that has had an impact in that time, and all the amazing people I've met, because there are so many people. And to be entirely honest, before 2019, I was a lot more lonely on the YouTube scene. I was still very single regarding my content and the stuff I'm doing, with obviously some chip-ins from Tia and such, can't forget her, the wonderful gal. But like besides that, there weren't really many projects I did where I did it with someone else. Maybe with Andre sometimes, but even then that was rare. But already this year, 2019 is just, I've met so many more incredible people. The previously mentioned Dave and Padre, can't forget those wonderful buggers. People from their circle, I met Pug, I met Brandon, I met, Shaq as someone else I met. Plenty of people from just that group. I obviously met PJ from the Tubby Land Return game. Awesome dude. I could not ask for a better friend, really. He's just an awesome dude. And obviously from his circle too. Met Twisted. Met Mickey as well. Can't forget Mickey. Obviously can't. Even other people like Smiler. Met him too. Bud. Someone I've been watching videos for about 2 years before this. Met him. Talked to him. Hopefully he decent friends. I don't really know. Point is, I've interacted with so many people that, at one point, I was just watching them and fans of their channel, but meeting these people has just been awesome. And it's just been great to be a part of a community, it feels like. And just have these people I can hang out with and chill with. Because, we do try, but we do try, but we can't forget Mickey. Oh, God. Oh, no. But yeah, 2019 it just introduced me to so many cool people, and especially with how bad especially with how bad, was it 20? I can't even remember now. God, it's been that long. I'm pretty sure it was, oh God, what was, it was 2018, sorry. Yeah, it was 2018 that it happened. 2018 was when everything kind of went bad for me, in my career. I was doing another apprenticeship at the time. I got laid off with barely any reason why. I was terminated in their eyes, despite the fact that on the termination letter I didn't specify why. So, considering the fact that my job role was similar to some other people who were also terminated, I want to assume it was down that same road that it all happened, and that I was just a part of that same group in the end. But yeah, I was in a state where people didn't really know what I wanted to do. I did, but I felt too scared to tell people, and I just didn't know where I was going again all of a sudden. So, to have gone from that to have found a job back at my old place, back at my old workplace, and then from that point meet, again, Dave, Padre, go from there all the way through 2019, meeting new people, interacting with others, taking part in projects, not even just voice acting, sometimes providing art, sometimes doing other things. It has been a turnaround of the century for me, of the decade even, I guess you can say. And the fact that the whole decade finished so positively for me, I really can't thank everybody enough. So, with that said, I'm just hoping that 2020 keeps it going. With all these people I'm now part of, all these people I've met, I'm just hoping it keeps going. And, yeah, it keeps going good. Keep meeting new people, making new friends, kicking more ass, taking names. I don't know, I hope things just keep getting better, personally, because it's been really good so far. And I'd hate for it to all kind of go downhill again because COPPA's a thing, and the potential of my future videos is on dwindling. We don't know what's going to happen. It would be a shame to see it all go. So, I'm going to fight all my hardest to try and get us to work, to try and push more content out for you guys, enjoyable content, and yeah, maybe we get a face reveal at some point. That could be a thing in 2020. I'm actually not joking, that could be a thing in 2020, so look out for that. But anyway, I think I've really said all I need to say. Thank you to everybody who made 2019 so great. Hopefully all you guys have a lovely, happy new year. If you have any resolutions, by the way, do feel free to share them, because it's a new decade now. We got many of things to improve on, many of things to challenge ourselves for, and yeah, it begins now for me and the channel. So, till then, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for listening to me. For any of you who were in the stream, I've been Chaos. Oh, actually, one more thing. I just want to specify, because of the absence of content now from my previous works, I'm going to be streaming on YouTube again for a while, but only until about the end of January. So in case you guys haven't checked my Twitch out, link is in the description. Go follow my Twitch, because I'm on there now. That's where my streaming will be, with the exception of maybe this month where I got do more stuff to get back in the YouTube scene, because obviously my content's gone. So I'll be streaming for, I don't know how frequent I'll be doing it, but I will be on the platform for at least the next month or so. But in case you guys find me at one point like, where's the streams gone? Check my Twitch, because I've been doing videos saying, hey guys, we're on Twitch, please do go follow. Cool stuff's happening over there. We've got a party going on and all that. But yeah, if you guys want to catch up on my streams on future points past January, do go and check my Twitch out, because I'll be doing all my streams there, not here, because here is still a little bit shady with the whole coffee thing going around. I don't want to accidentally get into trouble because this big long freaking video has got something in it that they don't deem as appropriate. Whereas on Twitch, I don't have to worry about it, because Twitch actually didn't piss off the FTC by doing a bad one and breaking the law and stuff like that. So, good on you, Twitch. Good on you, mate. But anyway, that's really everything I got to say, guys. So, thank you so much for listening. I've been Chaos. You've been the ever wonderful audience, as you always are. Till this time, remember the usual, like the video. I can actually say this now, because I'm actually on YouTube. I'm not on Twitch anymore. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to. Share this around as well, just to let people know that, you know, things are still happening, and that the video deletion on the channel was not from a bot or a hack or anything. It's my choice in response to COPPA. Freaking sucks. Really sucks. But we're going to make it work. We're going to make 2020 a good year. We're going to get more content out. We're going to go straight through it. Make some good stuff. So definitely good to do. Tell your friends and stuff like that. Until then, guys, take care, everybody, and have a happy 2020, in case we don't speak personally for a while. I don't know why. Anyway, take care, everybody. Bye.